100 Days of Gratitude, day 4. Today I'm grateful for the Grateful Dead. If you really knew me, you would know that I have a jazz music degree specializing in drum set and percussion. And throughout my time of being completely obsessed with music from, basically 12 to 20 was, yeah, my primary love, passion, focus. Played in bands, busked, all kinds of things all throughout grade school, and then went to college after that. And I can't remember when it was that I got into the Grateful Dead, but they're kind of funny in the sense that they're a band that I love but don't always listen to, if you know what I mean. I think I love the idea and the concept and everything that they stand for and who they are more than their music, although I do love the music. I absolutely do. I never did get to see them live, at least as the Grateful Dead. I got to see the other ones, and they were, as they were called, Mickey Hart, the drummer, Bob Weir as the guitarist, kind of in their solo projects, and then yeah, all together without Jerry. But anyways, as an aside, whether you know their music or not, they are an absolute phenomenon. They are probably one of the most successful music groups ever in history by so many metrics. And yeah, the kind of the culture that they created around themselves and their music. And what's so interesting is that they're such unlikely characters as well. I mean, just pull up a picture of them, or just listen to their music. It may not be what one would expect of such a successful group. And what I like about them is that they were so unlikely and so unique. They're so authentic to themselves, not only in their music, which was an extension of who they are personally. I mean, they're just kind of like a ragtag group of characters, and it was that authenticity, I think, that really made them stand out, that made other people be attracted to them. And of course, yeah, their music is incredible, and the foundation of it, really what I'm grateful for, and what I've kind of had applied in my own musical journeys as well as in life. And so yes, I'm talking about Grateful Dead. And these 100 Days of Gratitude are going to be pretty random, all over the place, right? As deep as like, I'm so grateful for breath, to I'm grateful for the Grateful Dead. So we're gonna have fun with this. I don't know, over 100 days. I don't think I'm gonna run out of anything to be grateful for. But yeah, I'll probably play some Grateful Dead today just to kind of tune into that energy. But definitely been thinking about them, and so this idea of what I brought into music and what I apply to life, what I've learned from them is this idea of spontaneity. They're known for jamming, and they're known for kind of like jamming in a super exploratory way, where they start in one song and then they kind of like just go off into these nether regions of like improvisation, and they end up in another song. And as they do, as they traverse through their kind of musical choreography, it gets everybody so stoked. It's like, wow, they started here, they ended up there, and did you hear that? And sometimes it doesn't work. Like, this was the thing about the Deadheads, right? Like, that would travel from show to show to show, and the recording that went on, and the trading of shows and tapes. It's like, hey, do you know Sacramento, August 28th, 1978? Like, people got so obsessed about each show, and because every time it was a unique experience. It was something else. It wasn't pre-recorded, wasn't pre-rehearsed. It was just purely in the moment, authenticity. And yeah, like I say, sometimes it was absolute pure magic, and sometimes it wasn't. Like, it didn't work, but most of the time it was. And the audience was there for and a part of the experience. So absolute phenomenon. I recently read a book called Everything I Learned About Business I Learned from the Grateful Dead. It was brilliant. There were some really good insights in there, and that kind of improvisation, that spontaneity, was a big part of the theme. And again, I bring that to life. I bring that to music that I used to play. Love jamming. I would way rather just kind of like jam and explore music than kind of play songs. And of course, always in life, it's never an either or, it's an and, right? It's structure and spontaneity, having that structure but being able to kind of jump off from it. And that's a big thing that I apply in my own business, is yeah, being in the moment and responding to whatever's coming up versus, okay, this is the game plan. Here we have da 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 da, and this is how we're doing it. It's like, no, it's a very kind of in the moment, in the flow, intuitive, like, okay, let's go this way. Let's try this. Let's do that. Let's see what the response is. So, man, I could talk about the Grateful Dead for a long time. One of my friends, does he have his doctorate? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a doctorate. Like, in Grateful Dead. So it goes deep, and it's a culture that's absolutely incredible. So whether one likes the music or not, that's a big part of it. But there's a lot of depth to it. So today I'm reflecting on Grateful Dead. Let me know, are you a Deadhead, or are you like, what are you even talking about? You're kind of unaware of the phenomenon. Interesting. And if you're in business and you like the Grateful Dead, I would recommend that book, Everything in Business I Learned About the Grateful Dead. Yeah, some good insights, super quick, easy read. I think I read it in 2 afternoons kind of thing. But yeah, it was a good connection to that group, that music, that time, and the innovations they had. Again, I think stemming from their pure authenticity, from their willingness to try new things, to be creative, to be spontaneous, and totally wild. I've read actually biographies of the Grateful Dead, and whoa, like the stories, oh my gosh. I won't go into them today, but yeah, there's a lot there. So anyways, hope you're having a good day. Hope you're reflecting on gratitude for yourself, and yeah, if Grateful Dead is a part of your world, bringing that in tomorrow, we'll see where the reflections are. So enjoy.